Right Time Gaming!
See what you talking about, man? See what you doing here, bruh? You here to play games? You here to play games, huh? You can only play games if you're in the right place with the right time. Yo, it's the right time for games. Yo, it's the right time for games. Featuring games such as Flesh and Blood TCG and SRG SuperShowTheGame.com. This is Right Time Gaming.
Hello and welcome, folks. It is me, Right Time Intimidate, and as you would have just seen, we have put out our day one spoiler on Radio Reflex, which was Wild Ride. Of course, being a Brute mega fan, as soon as I got the spoiler, I was like, oh man, I've got to make a deck for this. As some of you may know, me and Alan were down at NZ Nationals this weekend, so I didn't really have a lot of time to fully come up with a full idea of it, but I did whip together this Rhinar deck. This is just my sort of first iteration. This was my first thought when I saw Wild Ride. This is what I call Rhinar Maximum Intimidation. It's just about getting maximum amounts of Intimidate a turn and trying to push through damage in like the first 2 or 3 turns. It's a little bit of a glass cannon. I'm not gonna lie. If they survive those first couple of turns, you're probably gonna have a hard road getting back into it. But it can put out a lot of damage, and with so many Intimidates in the deck that really will make it hard for them to block that early damage. So anyway, without further ado, I'll take you down, have a quick show of the deck, and then myself and Alan did manage to get a game or two in while we're in the airport lounge, the airport, waiting for our flight back from Nationals. Alright folks, they're here. Let's have a look at it. Of course, we are playing with Rhinar. Let's have a look at a rundown of the equipment. We starting with a Skullhorn. Again, maximum intimidation. We are wanting to probably crack this to get an Intimidate at some point. Followed up chest piece, we have Hardened Cross Strap. This is just going to be really good because a lot of our stuff it costs 2, and so we'll be able to pay for it without having to pitch, which is a bonus, especially if you've been forced to block. Of course, Goliath Gauntlet, very good to boost up a dominated attack, or just try and push some more damage. And of course, you can't play Brute without Scabskin Leather's the best thing. In this one, as I said, this was just a super quick build for some fun. So we went for the memes to try and score that extra Intimidate off the top with the Ravenous Meat Axe. Of course, Romping Club also really good option because it does get that +1 if you've discarded it. So Romping Club probably the better option, but as I said, this was fast just for a bit of fun. So I thought, why not try it out with the meme weapon. Now this deck very, very heavy on 6s, because again we want to make sure that we're hitting those Intimidates as much as possible. So let's have a look at the non-attacks first to see what is going to help us out. So we start with 2 Sand Sketch Plans, very good to get that. You're going to get an Intimidate off the discard, and of course you'll get the 2 actions, which is handy. We've got the Tear Limb from Limb for those nasty first turn plays to just try push through some big damage. Also Pitches for Blue, but again a bit dangerous because it's another card that doesn't have any defense, but a really good when it comes off. Reckless Swing, just the best defense reaction in the game, so why wouldn't you play it? We're playing it at 2. Again, best Brute card is of course Blood Rush Bellows. Also pitches for yellow, which is great, so definitely running 2 of those. Now one off Awakening Bellow, just to get possibly get that extra Intimidate and to clear your hand. before you do a random discard, so to make sure that you have the sixes, just sixes in the hands for when you do that. Of course, we have Barraging Beatdown Blue, Barraging Beatdown Yellow. Now you'll notice that we're not running Barraging Beatdown Red, and that is because of, with Wild Ride and Pulping, as you see in our attacks, we do have a bit of a random draw off the top and discard. So we wanted to minimize the amounts of possible misses, but also optimize our yellow and blue pitch as well. So I've just chosen not to run the red Barraging Beatdown because pretty much you're going to get that Intimidate off the Wild Ride or the Pulping anyway. Now, speaking of which, this is what we're all here for. It is Wild Ride. It is an awesome card. Of course, if you haven't seen the spoiler before, it is a red, costs 2, attacks for 6, no defense, and it says when you attack with Wild Ride, draw a card, then discard a random card. If a card with 6 or more attack is discarded this way, Wild Ride gets go again. So you should almost always hit with this deck in the way it's built, so it does make for those turns that it's just a great start to get go again and to get go again and get an Intimidate to kick you off. So we're running 2 of those. Again, another great one, similar aspect, is 2 costs, red, 6 attack, no defense, Pulping from Monarch, and this again is you draw a card and then randomly discard a card. If the discarded card has got 6 or more attack, this card has Dominate, and while it's defended by less than 2 non-equipment cards, it also has go again. So pseudo go again. Sometimes they'll have defense reactions in their arsenal and stuff, but again, really great to see on our turn, and also a great finisher with Dominate once you've put through some damage. So 2 of those. Talking of Dominate, here's another one, which again, attacking costs 2, attacks for 6, 3 defense this time, and it is Predatory Assault. If you have discarded a card with 6 or more attack this turn, Predatory Assault gains Dominate. So this is a really great follow-up card from Wild Ride. You get the Wild Ride off, you get the go again, you've discarded 6, you got the Intimidate, and then you can follow it up with another 6 with Dominate. And again, another great reason to run Hardened Cross Strap, so you make sure that you do have the resources to hit the second attack. Again, another solid card, Pack Hunt, red, 6 attack, 3 defense, and just Intimidate on it. Again, can be payable for by Hardened Cross Strap. All good. Then Massacre. This is an amazing card. Really, this card and this card is a sort of two trick combo, but of course Massacre works really well with both Wild Ride and Pulping, because it says, so again, it costs 3, attacks for 6, blocks for 3, and the effect is, if you have discarded a card with 6 or more this turn, Massacre gains +2 Intimidate, so that's if you're playing it out. But more importantly, the secondary effect is, if Massacre is discarded as part of the cost of a brute attack action, Intimidate. So if it gets pitched from the random discard of Wild Ride, of Pulping, of Ravenous Meat Axe, it's gonna do another Intimidate. So you're gonna get the Intimidate off Rhinar for discarding a 6, and then an additional Intimidate off discarding the Massacre. And you'll see why that's so big if you can play it with this card. Rhinar's Specialization, Alpha Rampage, 3 cost, attacks for 9. Of course, Rhinar Specialization, as an additional cost to play Alpha Rampage, you have to randomly discard a card, and it has Intimidate. So that means it has Intimidate off itself, it has Intimidate off Rhinar's effect for discarding the card with a 6, and if you discard a Massacre with that as part of its cost, you're going to get a 3rd Intimidate. So with just these 2 cards and the cost to pay for it, you can get 3 Intimidates off, which is insane. So again, a major reason why I started with a Rhinar deck. Again, here we are in the yellows for 2, Barraging Bighorn as additional cost for Barraging Bighorn, discard a card. So again, we're trying to discard those 6s to get the Intimidates. And while Barraging Bighorn is defended by less than 2 non-equipment cards, it gets Go Again. So pseudo Go Again as well, which is really handy. Then we get to Beast Within, again another great Majestic from Crucible of War. Costs 3, but you're very rarely ever going to attack with it. It has got 6 attack, 3 defense, but its ability is where it really shines. It says, if Beast Within is put into your graveyard from anywhere other than the combat chain, banish the top card of your deck and lose one life. If it has 6 or more attack, put that card into your hand, otherwise repeat this process. So basically, you randomly discard this off Wild Ride or any of the other effects, goes to the graveyard, you banish the top card off your deck, you're going to take 1 damage, but if it's a 6 attack, it's going to go back into your hand. So it's going to help you pay for the next. So again, really good with Wild Ride. If you can discard this, you'll get a card back which will be able to help you pay for the next attack or swinging with the meat axe. And of course, it is that great 6 attack point. And it is yellow, so you can pitch it to swing the weapon with if you want to pitch stack for later in the game. Smash Insect, again, costs 3, has just natural Intimidate, swings for 6, defends for 3, so good attacker, good defense, good pitch value, and it has built-in Intimidate. Savage Swing here, again 6 and 3 key points, costs 1, so this is a really good one that you could pitch a blue card to play your Wild Ride and then still be able to play Savage Swing afterwards if you've got another card to discard, which is handy. Wreck-It Romp just swings for 7, costs 2, again additional cost to play it. You have to randomly discard a card, so should be triggering Intimidates if you do. Riled Up, more just in here for the yellow pitch, 3 defense and 6 attack. But if you do play this after your Wild Ride, it can be pretty good. It says if you have discarded a card with 6 or more this turn, Riled Up gains +1, so it gets a bit of a bonus if you play it as a secondary attack. Again, one of my favorite cards from Monarch, Smash with a Big Tree. Just 6, no defense, but it only costs 2, so again, a really nice one just to pay for with the Hardened Cross Strap, and of course, it pitches for yellow, which is the important pitch value. And then the last 2 cards, of course, Blue Wreck-It Romp, more just a pitch for blue, defense for 3, but it has that magical 6 attack. So there we have it, folks. That is the deck. Let's jump into the footage from mine and Alan's game at the Wellington airport. Again, it was apologies for the sound because we were filming in the airport, and as I said, there is a moment near the end of the game where you'll see a transition just because the battery ran out and I had to change batteries. But enjoy the game, and yeah, enjoy Rhinar Maximum Impact. Just a second.
I'll go first. What time is it? It's kind of...
Yeah, we've got 50 minutes before our...
Yeah. Well, we're boarding at 9:25.
Oh, still got time.
Oh, yeah. Good game's a good game.
Yeah, exactly. If that's the case, actually, should I go first then?
Sure.
Yeah, alright.
Where's your... Yeah, where's your actual big balls?
Oh, alright. Alright, good luck.
Alright.
Alright.
See some intimidation here.
Alright, let's try it. Wild Ride.
Alright.
Straight off the bat.
In response, hold on. I'm gonna sigil.
Alright. In response,
Yep.
the discard. 1 goes back, so I take 1. Yeah, Intimidate. So it now has Go Again.
Okay. Alright, so how big is this?
It is coming in for 6 or 8.
Alright.
Well, it's coming in for 8 because you only have one card in hand.
Right, but I can. Let's take some damage. Alright, I'll take 5.
Alright.
18.
Alright, and then we'll swing with the meat axe. It's just coming in for 3. Alright.
Alright, get 2 cards back and draw 2. Valor, Saber coming up 5, go again if it hits.
Only if it hits?
Only if it hits. Reactions.
No, actually, no, that'll make it 6, won't it? Because it's Saber, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah,
No block.
take 5, go again. Take sword. Saber again.
2?
Yeah. I'll get some copper tokens. Dynamo comes off. Arsenal card, recycle this. Draw 1, 2, 3.
Alrighty, let's try it again. Wild Ride for a second turn.
What is it? Oh!
It is 6, so it hits coming in for
Intimidate.
6 with go again, Intimidate.
Alright, coming in for 6. I'll take the block 5.
Okay.
Get trips. Take 1. 17 and counters all around. Man, I'm living going Dynamo. Oh. Alright,
Cross
see it.
Goliath. Tolkien.
Just go.
Just want to know whether or not it's a hit or not. That is a hit.
Oh.
Another smash with a big tree. So that is now coming in 8 with Dominate.
8. That's my next turn. Gonna look like. Okay, we're on a new chain here, so. But no, I'm still going to highlight it.
Yep.
So 8, 7. I don't want to lose that yet. I'll take 7.
Alrighty.
Go up to 10 later. The trips.
2 cards in hand.
Yeah. 2 cards in hand.
I've still got 1 float in here. So, what I am then going to do,
Nope.
crack.
Oh.
So another Intimidate. There we are. And then we pitch. This is where what we're talking about. Draw.
Card.
Oh, I missed on the last one, but still it is coming in for 3.
I'll take 3.
Alrighty.
Alright, let's get a whole hand back. Fish fell. Saber has go again. Coming off 2.
2.
Hey. Saber coming in.
2.
Yep. I'll also go 3. That's it. I have a trigger, so I got 4 coppers and then Dynamo.
Is it only?
Oh no, it's
they
only
didn't
one.
both hit.
1 hit.
1 hit, yeah.
Draw up.
Alright, pitch 3, Alpha Rampage Stay, Massacre, so that's 3 Intimidates, 1 from Rhinar, 1 from Alpha, 1 from Massacre.
Okay. I'm going to respond. How big is it?
It's going to be for 9.
That's fine. Huh. What do I got? Well, that's fine because I have to... Wait, so it's just for 9.
It's for 9.
Go to 2. Attack of the Saber.
Alrighty. Block 6, reactions.
Hold on.
Both your sigils are in there.
What about my yellow sigils?
You're running yellow sigils.
No, I'm not hearing.
You're gay. And that is maximum intimidate Rhinar
That is
with the new wild ride.
Also, Valiant Dynamo though saved me so much life in all these games. It's such a good card. I'm glad I got a chance to play it.
There we are, folks. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're enjoying spoiler season, and I'd love to hear what you're going to try and do with the wild ride. I have already got ideas for KO and Levere. I'm really excited. It's probably the most excited I've been for a common in a long time, which bodes well for the rest of spoiler season. So anyway, folks, as always, stay safe and wash your damn hands.